Cranky Kong is now a playable character. Oh my god, who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nintendo, you guys saved the gaming industry way back in the 80s. And now, 30 years later, it seems like you guys are really trying to destroy yourselves. Okay, let me tell you something. The VGX, or the VGAs as they once were called, it was a award ceremony for video games started by Spike TV. Very admittable, very plausible, it's a nice thing, except they always underwhelm it. They give stupid awards to games that are very mainstream, like to Madden and EA games that they just put out. And just their nominees are typically just games that came out from like a year or two earlier instead of what's recent. Or I take that back. It would just be a jumble of different categories and not really like pinpoint which year. The point is, though, that they're incompetent at making good award ceremonies. But let me explain myself. Nintendo has stated at one point in time that they're going to have a huge announcement at the VGX. And I got to tell you guys, I was expecting like they're going to be like, oh, the Wii U is now going to have like a new controller or a new adaptive port to it or something that will allow you to connect to the 3DS and allow you to play it on TV. Something like that, because I would really like to see Nintendo do that again, because they did that with the GameCube. And that's the only reason why the GameCube is sweet to me, because they had the freaking Game Boy player, which I think they need like a DS player, something that allows me to play my DS or 3DS games. Anyway, they didn't have that announcement. There was no new like game that was coming out, like a new Super Mario, Metroid, or Zelda game. There were no like new trailers for like Smash Bros. Or X. Just all the games that people are trying to anticipate. No, none of that shit. You want to know what it was? It was for Donkey Kong Country Deep Freeze. Or is it called Deep Freeze? I think it's called Tropical Freeze. Anyway, it was for Tropical Freeze. And the announcement was, it got a new playable character. It's Cranky Kong. Yeah. Seriously, Nintendo. I've been buying your consoles ever since 1991. My parents got me a top loader NES. And I've been using, I actually still got that in my garage somewhere back in Detroit. But the point is, I've been a fan of Nintendo mainly because to me, it's just like, it's always been like that type of go-to system for innovation. And that's what I love. PlayStation is where you go to when you're a third-party developer and you want some easy software to develop for. And Xbox, that's for online shit. But freaking Nintendo, what the hell? You would think that you guys would like have a big announcement and it would have been like something that'd be a little bit more overwhelming and not underwhelming, because seriously, you're just selling yourself short, just like how you're selling the freaking Wii U short. But then again, though, it's just me complaining. At the same time, I mean, I know a lot of people probably care that Tropical Freeze is probably going to be a dope game with Cranky Kong in it. No one. But anyway, the point is, I just wanted to just admit something, that sometimes I think Nintendo, like ever since like they started coming out more and with the press and whatnot, mainly using what's his name, Reggie, as like the face of Nintendo and whatnot, because the president, my ass, man, he's the face of Nintendo. They just use him. Now he don't have no control over that shit. Ever since they've been using him, like they've been doing like some weird shit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like an Adam Sandler movie. It's like a hit and miss shit. And this is very miss, but at the same time, the whole VGAs is a miss. So if you guys watch the VGX awards or whatever, good for you. They're all available like on game trailers showing off different games and whatnot. It's not like an actual award show anymore. They used to have like a live show with bands and whatnot. But I will tell you what the VGX wasn't, what it was back in 2004. Remember G4? They had the thing called G4ia. Now that was a good freaking show. I mean, they had, I know they did stupid crap too. Like the nominees, well, first nominees was Vice City, Battlefield 124 or 138, Metroid. They just had a whole bunch of mainstream games up there. But at least they put on a damn show. They had like a live action Kingdom Hearts scene. They had the guys who wrote I Ran So Far Away. They had them performing. And just like it just the advertising just it was amazing. They even had what's his name? Not James Woods. Who's the guy from Family Guy? Adam West. Had him hosting one of the freaking events. Or just for the advertising. But anyway, let me tell you something. Every single time I see like Nintendo say they're gonna make an announcement or they're gonna have like something new happening, I'm always thinking that it's gonna like change the tide. But it never does, so it's the end of the year now, and a lot of people are saying that Nintendo might fall off. I gotta tell you guys, nothing will ever freaking happen to Nintendo because they have so much money that they probably could never really necessarily fall out of the console market. However, they can really step it up, and I really, really, really would love to see them step up the Wii U this year for 2014. So, rant over. I just wanted to upload a video before I went to bed because I seen this shit right before I went to bed. Anyway, I'll upload another LP tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys then.